So today we got something a little different for you. This looks like a MacBook. Well, you can kind of guess that there's something wrong with it. And indeed there is. No screen in this MacBook. I mean, it could be as well a MacBook Pro. I'm honestly not totally sure. Now, I wanted to show you this because it's a really weird machine. Now, just to get this out of the way, I do not want to make fun of this owner for still using that, as so many people probably would. No, I actually like that he's using this. I find it awesome because he uses that still every day for work. He's got a home office and he's got it set up to a monitor with a construction, so he can kind of put it on the back of the monitor. So he created like a very ghetto iMac, and you know, I like ghetto things, so that's a thumbs up. Now he even wants to upgrade it. He says he's fine, but it's slow and he needs a reinstallation. He's like an older dude who doesn't need to do all that much, but he wants a faster system, which I can understand. Now I will show you around. As you can see, this back plate is falling off and the hard drive is lurking under it. And we need to be careful with this hard drive since we do not want to destroy it yet. I mean, we don't want to destroy it at all, but there's his data on here and I need to transfer the data. He has a very screwed up Mac OS Mavericks installation, by the way. Now, one thing that worries me a little bit is the battery. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you can definitely see it. It has bulged. And when a lithium battery bulges, that's never a good idea to keep using it. And so we need to get this battery out of here. It's dead anyway. And it also blocks this hatch here from going in all the way. So that's why it come out and doesn't get stuck anymore as it should be. Whoops. What? Alright. This still works, surprisingly. So we need to get this out of here, and this tab is ripped. I don't know how it's supposed to come out even, but I suppose just like this. We'll just get the hard drive out of the way first. And I need to get an SSD for him also. He wants an SSD. I thought about a 240. That's what he agrees on. And I want to just make sure this is safe. Right now he has a doesn't even say the size on the hard disk. Like, it's just behind this black thing probably. That's Apple for you. Anyway, the size is really not all that important. It's just that it's really slow. So I got the battery finally out. That was a nerve-wracking process. Probably it wasn't that dangerous anymore, but I still took care of it and tried not to bend it all that much. And it looked very scary, but it's out, it's gone, and we can now proceed with the actual project, and that is to install the SSD, which we still need to get. But first I will install this plate back on and then screw it in and download macOS Mavericks, because this is the one he wants to have, so we'll do that. Okay, I want to show you real quick that our half book here in fact does work. It booted up without any problems, except this is why he contacted me in the first place. It's constantly displaying all of these messages. It has a totally fucked up password keychain thing, and I tried to reset it. I reset the password actually, but it just didn't do anything. It just keeps displaying these annoying messages, and so I decided I'd say to him, mate, we're gonna reinstall it. And it is a 2.4 GHz Core 2 Duo model, 4 gigs of RAM. The Wi-Fi is not working. And we got, this is what I'm talking about, all of this registration thing is just keeps on popping up and it's really annoying. We got a late 28 MacBook Pro with a 9600M. This is the successor to my GPU I had in the MacBook Pro 07, the 8600, which is known to fail a lot, and this one's supposed to be good. So we got Mavericks downloading, 5.33 gigs. I haven't downloaded Mavericks in a long time, so that's why I don't have it saved. I kind of deleted it, unfortunately. But anyway, now I'm getting the full updated version, so that's also good. And I need to get the SSD anyway, so the waiting doesn't matter. So the Halfbook is about to get a nice upgrade, and it's finally not an explosion hazard anymore. Alright, we're on our way to get an SSD. Yes, I'm buying one locally. Jeff Bezos is not making any money on this project for once. Yeah, I need it quick, and that's why I buy it locally. But also, the prices don't really differ all that much as they used to. Like the local one costs just as much as the one on Amazon, so why shouldn't I support the local store, which is not really local anyway. It's like a chain, Media Markt. Yeah, we're stuck in this 80 zone, which is just slow. So yeah, and we don't want to drive faster because there's a radar at the end. So yeah, this guy is gonna be effed. We got the SSD for $39.99. Shout out to MediaMarkt Overmart, who didn't give me anything for free. Like every other YouTube reviewer, I have to buy my own stuff. So this is the SSD I bought, the same on as on Amazon for 40 bucks, 240 gig, SanDisk SSD, more than fast enough for the guy. And with buying here, I save the environment and probably some Amazon workers getting thrown out because they were too slow, but whatever, you know, I got the SSD. So now let's head back and install maybe today. We are currently creating the Mavericks installation USB thumb drive. Should take a little while, but should be no problem with this create install media. And yeah, then we can put the SSD, this is it, into the Mac. And I will do it the following way. I will put the SSD in, install macOS, and then attach the hard drive that's in here externally and copy the files all over. So, okay, to prevent this SSD from flying around in there, I'll use some double-sided tape to hold it in place, because I think this is probably the last upgrade this machine ever receives in its lifetime. So if it's stuck in there pretty good, well, I think nobody will care. It's kind of hard to get this out if you want to remove it, I know that. But it sticks pretty good, and that's what we want. So I'll put in this SSD. Should lay in there nice and snug, like this, yep. Now let's glue that on the back. And also remove the film, of course. There we go. We don't want to mess this up. Alright. It's nice and snug in there. It's not going anywhere. So now let's put this panel back on. Also doesn't go anywhere. Awesome. This is in better state than it's ever been. Well, that's not completely true. I mean, once it had a screen and some other stuff, but at least for the past years. Okay, now we can begin our installation once it's done creating the bootable USB. It's holding down Alt, and here is the USB. So the external monitor is no problem in this case. Everything works just like on a desktop. I feared for a second that it might not display anything because it thinks it has the integrated display still or what. That happens sometimes on PC laptops, and that's really, really annoying. But not on this MacBook here. So let's just wait and install macOS. So everything seems to be in order. Booted up without any issues into the installation. So let's go first into the disk utility. And the trackpad also still works, which is good. Let's click here. Partition. One partition. The good old style disk utility that I know how to use. Okay, now it's done. Now we can safely close out of disk utility and go into OS X installation. Accept, Mac SSD, install. And now we wait. It should go pretty quick. This is a Core 2 Duo and SSD, and it should be running very fast on Mavericks. Like, this is the version before the redesign, so the old style Mac should run very fast on this older hardware. So Mac OS is installed. It took a little while. I thought it was gonna go faster, but it's not really a problem. Boots are very quick, and it currently does some software updating. So yeah, just go about this Mac 10.9.5. All the latest macOS updates are included, but not some programs apparently. And yeah, same here, MacBook Pro 15-inch late 2008 machine. Good. So this is the end for this video. Just wanted to show you this ghetto MacBook Pro. It's really ghetto, and I like it. It's something more people should definitely do. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.